What is happening, y'all? Random TV reviews, your girl and live.
Your boy standing live.
Let's go ahead and start this off right, because I'm the worst reviewer ever when it comes to giving y'all instructions. But if you're new to the channel and you want to join the family, hit the subscribe button. If you want to hear us when we come up on your screen and go ding dong,
yes sir,
hit the bell. That'll let you know that, hey, new video don't drop exclusive.
Yes sir.
Major key alert. So
indeed,
listen, I went back and forth with myself because I said,
talking to ourselves,
do I do this tonight or do I do New Edition? And then I was like, you know what, y'all been rocking with me for forever and ever and a day.
So we got to deliver the original product.
So yeah, and I'm kind of glad because this was slow. And I'm kind of slow tonight because I'm tired as hell. Yeah. And I don't think I could have stayed up and watched that.
Yeah, we hit that gym hard today and feeling every bit of it right now.
So we will do New Addiction.
New Addiction?
Yeah, that too. New Edition. And I'm going to watch it tomorrow and I'll see if it's worth breaking it down in parts. If it's not worth breaking down in parts, you will actually see a video overall on Friday. But be on the lookout for tomorrow, just in case we decide to drop that on you and bless you.
Boom.
So I right off the gate, this was a slow episode.
Yeah,
real slow, not a lot, but we'll give it to you the way we can, you know?
Yes indeed. It's called a mother's wisdom.
Hey,
yeah,
that goddamn Veronica got everybody held up at gunpoint.
Everybody held up.
We're gonna fast forward a little bit. So when she got the gun, she started getting a little cocky, talking about something. Put your hands up, Dan. Put them down.
David said.
She said, "Oh, this is all I needed to get you in the formation.
I should have been pulled the gun out on you."
She said, "Get on your knees." I said,
Wait a minute, come on now.
What the hell is going on right here?
Like, did you forget that you the psychopath in this relationship?
So she said, okay, I got it. You and Catherine were having an affair. The DA came in and walked in on her. Catherine killed her, and then she shot you." And I'm like, so.
And then she cut me.
I said, so you planning on shooting him for real?
Like, what?
I said, oh.
She said, you don't think I'll shoot you, do you?
David said, yes.
I know you shoot me.
He said, you forgot. You tried to burn me up in the house. You tried to kill me.
She said, no, I didn't. I didn't try to burn you. I was like, wait a minute. I saw you see you try to burn up David in the house. She told me, no, I just wanted you to get burn marks on your face and on your body but nobody else wants you. Like, what?
He said,
what?
And she said, and you embarrassed me.
Like,
and
what?
you told me you would never embarrass me. You filed for divorce. Why? He said, I was trying to protect you from you. You think I'm crazy?
Hell yeah, you crazy.
I said, what the hell? Did you know he started realizing that this was real. Tears started coming down his face. I said, all right, David, you better play hard.
Hey, I would have been crying too. Shoot.
Catherine in the background taunting her. Do it.
Do it.
You gonna shoot us both?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just like you did Jennifer.
David said, shut up, Catherine.
Like, you don't shut your lips up. I actually thought she was gonna shoot Catherine though for talking that booze kid.
I just knew she was gonna shoot her somebody up in that house.
But what she wanted her to pull that trigger to get further proof of the lie that she shot Jennifer. That's what she wanted. So she was pretty much instigating that. And
then the phone rings at the wrong goddamn time. David's phone is ringing. Veronica said, give me the phone. Give me the phone. David already knew who it was.
He tried to stall her. Yeah, he tried to stall
Gave her the phone and this daggone Erica called her from the Parisian hotel. She answered the phone. She said, well, hello, who are you? I'm his wife. Where's David? Oh, he's up in the shower, you know, midday love making, you know that kind of thing. Go. So Erica was sitting there all seductive, like she started covering herself. I'm like, wait a minute, my titties.
I wouldn't expect it for her to answer that.
Said my nipples ain't hard to So Dave's sitting there like, oh hell, I'm really gonna die.
He knew it was her calling. He knew it was her calling. That's why he won't give her the phone.
She tried to play it off like she was a reporter.
Yeah.
And Veronica act like she bought the story. Then when she hung up the phone, she said,
no, Erica is the worst.
She's the worst liar ever.
Why in the hell did Candace put her on this goddamn project knowing that she was incompetent in the way that she is? Cause she paused too long in between her response.
Like,
you got to be like this. You know, you got to be ready to be able to tell a lie
to a psychopath.
Yeah.
So David finally convinced Veronica to give him the gun. Well, first he taught her how to disarm the magazine out of it, to get the magazine out of it. Which y'all know it, hood terms clip.
The clip.
But for people that's licensed, it's called a
She
magazine.
said, I don't know how to do it. He said, go ahead and push that button right there, the clip. But make sure you turn the gun away from me first.
Yeah, because I say she gonna do this and shoot him.
Yeah.
So then she gave the gun to her. Then Dale Carver said, still one in the chamber. So then there go David said, did what he had to do. So you a professional at this, David?
David said this ain't his first rodeo. You know, he done got a couple bodies up underneath his belt.
I believe it too. So then Jim comes in. Jim was like, what the hell is happening in here? By this time,
wait a minute.
David got the gun in his hand.
Wait a minute. So why did he come in the house and ask freaking David what the hell's going on when your wife is sitting right there? They don't let in. That's like somebody walking up in here and your mama's here and ask your mom what the hell is going on in here. We sitting right here.
And my mama gonna be like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's exactly what she said. I don't know.
That's exactly what she gonna say. I don't know.
My mama got hood 101 down to a science. But like, mama, did you see a cock? I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know or you didn't see? I don't know.
I don't know.
So Catherine Groves and runs up to Jim. Hey, she stabbed me. She stabbed me.
We need to call the police.
He said, oh, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't you put no blood on this good suit I don't had down at the FEMA jail.
But you forgot you already all blooded up anyway, so we don't add to what's already on you, player.
I said, okay, Jim. He told Veronica, get up out of here. Go about your business. Candace said, no, call the authorities. He said, I am the authority. She can leave. I said, wait a minute.
And
he
Veronica
said, look. And Veronica said, yeah, you not the authority over me.
Like, what do you mean, let? I'm like, shut your mouth.
And leave. God damn it.
Just leave. He letting you go. Leave.
So he broke them down. He broke all of them down. He said, listen, all the skit that we done did, we got a dead DA right here. This ain't
Fed.
This ain't local.
Yeah, this ain't
federal.
Yeah.
And they will shake the tree until there's nothing left. And we got a whole bunch of skit that we don't need coming out.
Sucker. All us motherfuckers going to jail today if they get
Veronica
over here.
said, I'm not going to be the one going to prison. He said,
oh yes you are.
You got a whole lot of daggers and a whole lot of stab wounds and a whole lot of folk. So don't you dare think that you
got a whole lot of bodies. Come and count them for me.
So she realized, hey, yeah, he knew a little bit more than I thought he did. And she went on and left. Now we over there at Bennett's and Hannah's. Hannah leaving up out of the house, right? Because she don't want to be there when the peoples get there to put them out. But did y'all see Hannah's suitcase, y'all?
Epic failure.
Let me tell you what this is.
Epic failure.
I'm going to let y'all know what it is from growing up as a poor person. I'm going to let you know what this is. That suitcase right there is when you first take your first trip and you ask somebody, hey, you got a suitcase I can borrow?
But you never give it back.
And they don't give you the good skit. And they gonna give you 2 suitcases. And now one of them gonna match.
Nope.
One of the buckles is gonna be messed up on that joker. You may have to take a tie belt around it to keep it closed. You may have to get your little brother to sit on it to get the latches to hook. But at the end of the day, you got your goddamn suitcase because you taking your what? Your first real trip. On the Greyhound, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Forget a mega bus.
The trip is only a couple of hours away, but you think you hot shit with them raggedy goddamn suitcases, buddy. But we forgot a part at the Crier house, the shade that Jim throwed out there. But David should have said it. When he said, David, I need you to get on that goddamn phone because we need a cleanup over here in the Lycans that we ain't never had before.
Now, Tyler, let me get all the way in your jail.
Yeah.
You did that for us.
Yeah.
Because you know, we the only ones that caught that.
But we wanted David to say that, not Jim.
Yeah.
He ain't do it right. He ain't do it right.
So, Tyler.
Yeah.
We know you watching.
Yeah.
Because we was like, did he really just say that in the likeness?
Not that we just need a cleanup over here, but a cleanup in the likeness we ain't never had before.
Okay, Tyler.
Okay. We
got you. Just don't forget me. When you come into your kingdom,
just remember me. No, he already in his kingdom. We just need him to remember her.
Yeah, so Hannah a little quick to go get in BMW right now. I almost forgot that Catherine had gave Hannah what's the child's name? Amanda's old BMW. And the first thing that went through my head was Hood 101 is you could take that car right there.
And you can sell that bad
car,
boy.
Go to CarMax, Go.
Nah, don't go to CarMax.
No. Go to CarMax and get them to appraise it. Then you
yeah.
can go over somewhere else and talk skit.
Yeah.
You can get you nice old Buick Regal, Ford Taurus wagon, minivan. You can even get you a goddamn Toyota Corolla.
And have you some money left over.
Have you some money left over. Get you a double wide trailer. Because you got you a goddamn piece of land.
Yep, that's what I'm going to say. All you got to do is get a bulldozer and knock that burnt down house out of the way.
And man, you got you a new house.
Yeah.
You don't know how to work this thing. Anyway.
Matter of fact, I wonder if freaking, which is called his car still living in that house.
That'd be funny as hell if he's still up in that goddamn house. So Hannah, we thought she was going over there to the Fountain Drop Hotel, but she ended up going over there where Candace was at. The white lady that we thought she was dead. We was hoping that she was dead.
I can't stand her.
Hannah goes over there. Candace, what the hell is you doing over here? She said, Hannah, leave. Hannah said, hey, did you do something to Quincy? Tell me if you did. Tell me that he tried to attack you and you attacked back. And you did something to him. That's all you gotta do is tell these people.
You gotta tell these people.
And I said, is you giving her a wisdom nugget of how to get out of this heat?
Yeah.
You did it before.
But I'm wondering why them stupid bastards didn't do that in the beginning, because it's true.
It is true.
Yeah, he came over there to attack, and but she kept telling Jeffrey, because she a lawyer, she went to lawyer school, and it was a little too much.
She went to what kind of school is that?
Lawyer school, and they stabbed this a little too much. For some people, you gotta stab, yeah.
Somebody like him, you had to keep
stabbing him, because he got up, he was gonna get you.
So, let me say this real quick. Because I had to get somebody together.
Throw it on
in the comments. First of all, don't y'all take these freaking reviews too goddamn seriously.
Yeah, this is not real. This is a show. People sitting behind a desk computer, typing and writing this down so we can enjoy it.
Real?
This is not real life.
But let me tell you.
Yeah.
Somebody got offended because I call Hannah the slave. I said, if you get offended at me calling Hannah the slave, you need to get offended at every goddamn reviewer, because we all call her Hannah the slave. Not because she looked like a slave, because she acts like a slave.
Yeah, and that's her part that was written into this script.
It was written on purpose for her to act very subordinate to everyone that's white.
Yeah.
Her tone changes whenever someone white is around.
Yep.
And she always has that, I got to help fix, clean, dig my way to the dirt after white people to make it mentality. So when we say slave Hannah, even the way she talks like massa,
even the way she addressed freaking Justin Mama in Tonight, where she sort of, hey, how you doing, man?
Right.
Boys come on down, and like,
but when it's somebody black, she be like, what you want?
What's up? Well, yeah,
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, but this is not real. This is entertainment. This is fun. This is drama. Ha 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 ha. It's funny.
And at the end of the day, whatever.
But anyway,
so Hannah said, hey, at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's say about how you feel about me, but your brother's sitting over there at that house in tears, waiting for you to come by.
And he'll wait on you all night.
And that thing broke my heart a little bit.
Yeah.
She was like, your brother knows that you do not disappoint him. You need to go over there. You need to call him. You need to do something.
Yeah.
Because he is waiting on his sister to come on through, like they say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you gonna do, Candace? So Candace is all up in her mind, right? Because Jeffrey had called her and told her, look, my mama want us to meet her at the Parisian Hotel in the lobby.
Yeah,
because she said she can fix this.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, Lord. And now Candace is like, hey, I gotta get to my brother, because she was intending on going to see her brother.
Yeah.
But then this B is telling me I need to come over there now. So see my brother or possibly go to jail for not meeting this wench. Which one I gotta do? We're gonna go over there to Wyatt real quick. Breeze past Wyatt, the professional motivational speaker.
Yeah, the crackhead, aka crackhead.
He goes into his apartment, right?
It's a nice loft too.
I said it's the loft from. Did y'all used to watch the game when it was on, when Malik had that loft? I said that's the loft that Malik ain't in no more. Yeah. And first thing he said, hey, I can have me some parties up in here.
Look at this view, player. Look at this view.
Can't wait.
Jeffrey's like, here we go.
Jeffrey said, I'm done.
I'm done. I'm gone.
So this way
Fuck you.
He put the spill on. Come on, man. I'ma die without you, man. If you leave me, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. No, he said, I'm scared, Jeffrey. You ain't freaking scared. You just talking about having a party.
So Jeffrey said, hey, I'll give you a number to a group. Cost a lot of money, but you got it.
The money.
He was like, no, man, I need you. What can I do to get you to stay? So Jeffrey said, he said, no, not that. Jeffrey said, I already knew that. I was just bucking with you, man.
Yeah.
He said, but no, I got to go. He said, because you remind me, this right here, this whole thing remind me of my mom and my dad.
My dad, mainly his daddy, because his daddy that bullshit.
He said, my dad has stayed in something that was terrible because he loved the person so much. And I'm not doing this. I'm out. Like it's Obama out.
And then here come the famous Nick's crackhead motivational speaker move. I don't need you anyway. Fuck you. You can't even control that thing in your pants. That's a problem. That's what they do. When they can't control you no more,
you ain't skit.
And they have an attitude with you.
So Veronica, she gets back to her house, and this is where she had called Jeffrey and all that, but we ain't doing it in order.
But that's all right.
Did you see them stockings? Them stockings was told to hell. She told Melissa, I like the little dress Melissa had on with the eyelets and all that. Told Melissa, hey, tell your parents I'm sorry about missing the dinner last night. I said, we still on this? She said, you talked to Jeffrey? Melissa said, no. She said, hey, I'm going to go upstairs and get myself cleaned up. Because Melissa said, you bleeding. She said, I was mugged.
I was mugged by these thugs around here.
Got to be more careful where I go. But it's all right.
Melissa was looking like, this is bullshit.
So she said, I'm going to go upstairs, get myself cleaned up, and I'm going to go look for Jeffrey. Melissa was like, of course. You know, Jeffrey ain't want to have nothing to do with his mom when he called, but you know,
he answered the phone. He said, what?
That's all right now.
She said, what the hell do you want? I bet I ever answer a phone like that with my mama. I tell you what, I wouldn't go back to her house.
So now we're back over at Candace's house again. The cops finally realized, hey, this ain't blood, this is magic marker. It was such an amateur thing last week, and the reason I said that it was genius is because it did buy time.
Yeah,
it was stupid, but it bought time, so that's what we were aiming for. A cop finally notices the pile of fresh dirt.
He said, nobody noticed the dirt. You was one of the ones, player. Justice Timberlake said, hey, you was the one to help me put the goddamn pad on the goddamn dirt spot.
So the guy was like, hey, get some people in here with some shovels so we can dig this up. So Justin Timberlake goes out there to his baby mama, which is now his fiance, because they got engaged on Christmas, y'all, in real life. And he said, hey, you need to get up out of here, because they asked for the shovels. And it's gonna be a matter of time before when
that body comes up,
gonna be found.
Y'all going to jail. So get the hell out of here.
And she still sat there, and I said, Candace, if you don't get
better go. Matter of fact, you better leave the whole state and go to freaking Mexico somewhere.
Yeah.
Cut all your hair off.
So she finally does get on up out of there, and we see Hannah. Hannah goes right back to Benny's after she talks to Hannah and was like, hey, we need to leave. Your sister, I know she did not do this on purpose. She didn't mean to disappoint you, but at the end of the day, she's not going to come. And Benny's still sitting there like, hey, I'm still having hope. I got my faith out there. And she
coming through.
And Hannah was like, listen. And then she went into, I loved your father. And I said, what the hell?
I was like, where's she going with this?
And then it made sense at the end.
Yeah.
She said, I loved your father. She said, I thought we were perfect together. And I realized he was married. She said
after he got her an apartment.
After she got pregnant and everything.
Yep.
So she said, I was 8 months pregnant in this apartment, was gonna be happy. And until he came knocking at the door and said, my wife said you got to go. And I said, okay, that's the reason Hannah did not want to be there when these jokers came to put them out. So that's going to bring back a flashback of somebody coming to put you out or something. I said, okay, this makes good sense.
Yeah, so that makes sense now.
So, she's still trying to get Benny to leave. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Then the people's pulled up there. Why they pull up there like that?
Yeah. You look like Pinky.
They came up there and Benny was like, no, I'm waiting for my sister. They ended up having to physically
drag him. Yep.
And he pushing, shoving, choking, kicking.
Me.
And I said, he gonna get shot in a minute. In real life, he would have got shot.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm surprised that Tyler did not put that in there.
Yeah. But probably so sensitive, that's why he probably didn't put it in there.
He ain't sensitive when he come to these rape scenes. And I bet not see nothing there.
He ain't had that one this season yet, so he
out now.
Yeah,
So Benny gets in the backseat of the cop car. Mind you, Lil Quincy is watching all of this.
Yep, he's seeing it all. He devastated.
He back there talking about, I said, oh, here we go. podcast. But Benny had some really good points. He was like, I'm so sick of taking 2 steps forward, 1,500 backwards.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm a good person. I work hard. I do this and I do that. And Hannah was like, look, it's gonna all come back to you. You and your sister got a calling on your life. He said, what does that even mean? She said,
the Lord got something great for y'all to do.
She said, but you have a responsibility to do your part, which is true. And he was like, well, what about my sister? She said she got a calling on her life too. But she gonna have to learn that she gotta do things.
Her wicked ways.
Yeah, she gotta do things in order to line up with God's plan, so that some things will fall in place for her. And until then, we gonna keep going round and round. But she was like, we're resilient. We'll build again.
Yeah, the Lord always make a way for me.
Yeah, just have your faith and your grind and you will be all right. And I said, all right, Hannah, I'm going to let you have it this time. I'm going to let you have it.
Yeah, this time. But I'm going to get you next time, though.
Yeah. So, we see Mitch down at the FEMA jail. Mitch gets booked and immediately him and Warlock start having
going at it. Yep.
War was like, aha, Mitch Malone. He was like, Warlock.
Yeah, you can't hide behind your name now, player.
So War was like, I'm about to get out. Mitch was like,
whatever.
With all it, with the drug charges
you got on you? War was like, wait a minute, how you know about my drug charges? So I got ears everywhere.
He said, you know what? He said, forget this.
That.
He said, all them drugs that I put in your car in that spare time, man,
you ain't never gonna see the light of day.
War said, I got people in big places.
Yeah, I got big connections. Yep.
And he said, you and that beast set me up. Mitch said, Candace had to do it. It was me.
It was me.
War was like, bullshit.
I don't care.
I know.
Said, when I get out here, I ain't even gonna take a shower.
Or a skit.
I'm gonna go and slice that bee's neck.
And then right on cue, Warren, you're free to go. And Mitch was like,
wait, can I get a phone call? I hear a phone call.
Because he's trying to warn somebody, look, he is out.
Woo.
But Erica took care of that for you, so it is what it is.
But anyway.
And everybody's trying to figure out how Erica knew. I still think that Erica knew because she overheard David's conversation.
Yeah, she heard, yeah.
So, I'm like, this is just messed up. It didn't go the way I thought it was going.
Yeah.
I thought that he was actually going to win him over, and he knew that Candace didn't have to do with it. And War was going to get out and leave Candace the hell alone.
Yeah.
But no.
But you know, not War.
War was like,
he gonna get revenge, so
yeah,
he gonna get somebody.
And so then we basically end off the episode where they're digging and digging
and digging,
and they see the hand.
Say, oh, we got a body,
and that was it.
Yep.
So that's why I said there wasn't much to it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we entertained y'all enough.
So pretty much next week it looked like the heat gonna get turned up when this body come out of the ground and them meeting what got on Monica and what else was they seen on there? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember because I'm here to go to bed, y'all.
Yeah, me too.
Straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down. Holla.